The Pokemon card market just crashed this November, and if you know anything about this hobby, you know what that means opportunity. I'm Vegas Card Decks, and today I'm breaking down 5 Pokemon cards you can grab right now for under 20 bucks that have serious profit potential. Starting with the Charizard at just 15 bucks. We're talking cards that are down 30 to 50% from their September highs, with PSA 10 auction sales proving there's real money to be made here. Here's the thing most collectors forget the Pokemon market is cyclical. This isn't the first crash and it won't be the last, but the smart money, they buy the dip. And that's exactly what we're doing today. I'm factoring in an average of 25 bucks for grading costs on every card, so you'll see the real return on investment, not just fantasy numbers. Let's dive in. Starting strong with the Lost Origin Trainer Gallery Charizard, it's just 15 bucks raw. Okay, the total investment with grading is $40. PSA 10 auction comps show at 177.50, 223.50, 238.50, and 250 bucks. The average $222. That's a 5.5 times return on investment. The card is down from the September high of 25 bucks. It does have 142 TCG player sales since November 10th. The PSA 10 population sits at 4,478 out of 14,297 total. It's a 31% gem rate. It's Charizard, the most iconic Pokemon of all time. Even in a market correction, Charizard cards hold their value better than almost anything else. The trainer gallery artwork is awesome, and at 15 bucks, it's the cheapest entry point you'll find for a modern Charizard with legitimate graded upside. The liquidity is there, the demand is evergreen, and the return on investment speaks for itself. This is a core hold for any budget investor. But here's where it gets even better. This Charizard isn't even the highest return card on today's list. Card number 2 is where things get insane. The Pikachu, also from Lost Origin Trainer Gallery, it just got down to $20 raw. At 45 bucks all in with grading, the PSA 10 sales recently 275, 275, 300, 335. That averages to $296, giving you a 6.5 time return on investment. It's the highest ROI card on today's list. But there's also a little secret in there. If you look above their heads, there's a hidden heart in the sunlight coming through the shadows. Easter eggs like this do drive collector premiums, and Pikachu cards always have that built-in collector demand. It is down from a $31 high in September, and there's been 113 TCG players since November 10th. PSA 10 population is 3,337 out of 13,068. It's a 25% gem rate. Means you need to be picky, but the payoff is worth it. The Lost Origin Trainer Gallery cards have been undervalued compared to other modern sets, and this Pikachu represents one of the best character and artwork combos in the subset. At $20 during the dip, I think it's an absolute steal. Now, I know what you're thinking. These Lost Origin cards sound great, but what if I want something even more accessible? Well, card number 3 is the ultimate budget play. The Snorlax 151 Elite Trainer Box promo. It's currently sitting at $11 raw, and you can see the fall. It was up near $20 about a month ago. When you put in 25 bucks, you're all in at 36. When you check out the PSA 10 copies, the last ones have sold for $103.50, $137.50, $168.50, and $157.50. It's an average of about $142, giving you a 3.9 return on your investment. This card works because it is down from that $20 in September. The market's been dumping them. There have been 253 sales on TCGPlayer since November 18th alone. That's liquidity. People are panic selling. The PSA 10 population sits at 8,607 out of 24,180 total submissions. It's a 35% gem rate. This means that 10 is achievable if you're selective with centering and surface quality. This is a modern promo with mass appeal. Snorlax is iconic. The artwork's awesome. I just noticed the Diglett on the path while I was making this. I've always seen the Pidgey in it. I just noticed that Diglett. I don't know why I didn't ever see that before, but I love that now. It makes me love it even more. And $11, it is a no-brainer pickup, while everyone else seems to be scared. But we're not done yet with modern cards because the next pick taps into something even more powerful than cute artwork. Card number 4 is a Team Rocket play. We got Team Rocket's Meowth from Destined Rivals. It's currently $20 raw. 45 bucks with grading. PSA 10 sales are 227.50, 195.50, 190.50, and 222.50, averaging $209, giving you a 4.6 time return on investment. This card is down from a $39 high in September, and even before that, since release, it had been between $25 and $27 almost constantly, and you can see the solid sales. I'm not sure why it dropped down to $20, but I do feel like this is maybe the strongest buy on the list because I feel like this one's going to at least go back up to that $26, $27 spot. The Team Rocket Destined Rivals has kind of blown up right now, although there is a massive reprint right now. Destined Rivals is included in everything, so I think I just answered my own reasoning, although I still feel like this card's going to go back up. The illustration rare artwork is awesome with Meowth sitting in front of Giovanni, and the Team Rocket are everywhere on the card. Destined Rivals is fresh. I do feel as the set ages, it is going to become more and more popular with all the Team Rockets. Although the cartoony effect, I kind of wish it had a darker artwork, but they are going to appreciate. I do feel like this is going to go back up soon. Okay, now that we've covered the iconic characters with high return on investment plays and budget accessibility, but this card has something none of the others do. Okay, closing out our top 5 is the Ivysaur illustration rare from Mega Evolutions. It's right around $17 raw right now. $42 when you average in the grading cost. PSA 10s, the last 3 are $150, $167.50, and $153.50. Average that out, it's $157, 3.7 time return on investment. This card is the middle piece of a connected triple art with Bulbasaur illustration rare and the Venusaur special illustration rare. Collectors love connected art, and being the middle piece makes this essential for anyone that wants to complete the set. It is down from $25 at the start of November. It has 198 TCG player sales since the 18th. PSA 10 population, just 466. There are only 183 submissions. It's 59% gem rate. It's fantastic for a modern illustration rare. It's the highest grading success rate on today's entire list. The Bulbasaur line has serious collector demand, and this card sits at the sweet spot where it's affordable enough for budget investors, but scarce enough to hold long-term value. Now, I know I said 5 cards under $20, but I've got one more pick that's too good not to share. All right, bonus time, and this one breaks our budget slightly, but the upsale is absolutely insane. The Greninja EX from the Shrouded Fable Greninja Illustration Special Box is currently sitting at $49 raw. It finally fell under $50. Now, when you add in the $25 grading cost, it's $74. PSA 10 auction sales, $315, $313, $315, $330, an average of $318, giving you a 4.3 time return on investment. I feel this card's special because it finally dropped under $50. It almost got up to $70 in the craziness that is September. But if you look, there's 150 sales while it was about $60. There's 70 sales since November 10th. The PSA 10 population is 12,658 out of 28,863 submissions. That is a lot of submissions, and it is high for a PSA 10 population. It's not scarce, but it shows you that the demand is there for the card. It's a 44% gem rate, which is solid for a modern card like this. Like I said, it did come from that special illustration box. Shrouded Fable bombed. I don't know if they'll ever reprint this. I kind of hope they do because I hope I get this and the Kingdra one. But Greninja's got super collectability. It has a massive following, and this card is just awesome. The artwork on this is awesome. He's also, or it's supposed to have its own set coming up in Mega Evolutions coming late spring, early summer. That's the rumor. $49, the market correction. You're getting a card that was almost $70 2 months ago, and it has a clear path back to those highs once this market stabilizes. If you can stretch your budget slightly, this is the highest raw dollar value play on today's list with institutional level returns. So there you have it, 5 Pokemon cards under $20, plus that bonus Greninja EX under $50, all with proven PSA 10 upside ranging from 3.7 to 6.5 time return on investment. That Greninja, 4.3 times at $49 is absolutely ridiculous value right now. The November market crash isn't something to fear. It's an opportunity to load up on quality cards while prices are suppressed. Remember, the Pokemon market is cyclical. Prices will rebound. If you have to go online to buy, I personally would select eBay first, just because you can see the pictures and you can zoom in on the pictures. All of these, try as well as you can. Check the corners, check the edges, the centering. See if you can notice any surface scratches. If possible, message the person for extra pictures. Back, you want to check the centering also. The biggest thing with the backs is the white marks. I notice that a lot, and on the edges also. Facebook Marketplace, I also like, as long as I can get it locally. I don't look to get it shipped. TCGPlayer to me is a last resort. Before that, go to your local card stores or card shows. If you're lucky enough, like me in Vegas, there is legitimately a card show almost every weekend here. Do I go to every single one? No. But the opportunity is always there for me if I want to go out and check what's out there. But anyway, which card are you grabbing first? The budget picks or that Greninja bonus? Drop a comment below. If you want more Pokemon investing content that actually makes you money, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching Vegas Card Decks, and I'll catch you in the next one. Happy hunting.